cutoffs are very high. So 12th પછી, for example, SIS college માં accounting finance માં admissions close at 90% in 12th standard. So that means because there are only 60 seats and there are no in-house quotas. So you are a student of Podar or you are a student of SIS or HR or NM. You have no guarantee to be in BBI or ANF or BVMS. You are competing with everybody on equals, on your percentage. Now, do you understand? That's why your 11th, 12th is very important. I normally recommend 10th pati gayu ne, so March ma 10th ni exam pati. So from March to maximum of September, 6 મહિના તમારો જલસા period છે. Okay? September થી now you have to get on it. There is fire on the mountain and you have to run. Because now is your time to build up your career. Another important thing, જો તમને CA કરવું હોય તો when you are in 11th you have to register. So that you don't miss an attempt. 12th ની exam પતે ને તરત મે માં તમારી CPT ની attempt આવી જાય. So this 11th, 12th is actually then for those who want to do CA would focus on doing CPT coaching classes, giving all those exams and getting ready and get into the CPT. Science ma एक specific thing में જોઈએ કે અગર તમે ડોક્ટર કે એન્જિનિયર બનવા માંગો છો, entry is difficult. But once you have got in, you are ready. કે હું ડોક્ટર થઈને નીકળીશ, right? Commerce માં it is little reverse. The thing is, CA or anything, CS, ICWA, CFA, anything you take, entry is easy. Even actuarial for that matter, you heard that. Entry is very easy. એટલે ચલો શું કરો છો CA, શું કરો છો CS, ICW and all that. But exit is very difficult. And the reason why exit is very difficult is because these professions are meant in a particular way. So તમે એકવાર entry કરી લીધું so it's not a guarantee that તમે CA બન્યા કે CS બન્યા કે CPT, CFA કે whatever. So that is why very important thing is consistent efforts. We welcome you, sir. Yes, yes. Please, please, please. So my humble request to all of you, I'll be answering course-specific questions when we take question answers. My humble request to all these students, do take commerce. My strong recommendation, that is one thing which I say, that from commerce you can move anywhere in the world. Do take commerce, but don't think restricting to Jalsa. 12 is your landmark. Now after 12, what next? You can be a graduate, but you will not stop at graduation. You should not stop at graduation. I think the next thing to do is get a professional degree. If not anything else, at least do MCom and then getting into research. Now I'll talk little bit about research. MCom કર્યા પછી અથવા MBA અથવા CA, anything. CA Institute has now got affiliation where if you are a chartered accountant, you could get into PhD. But when I enrolled myself for PhD in IIT Bombay, my CA was not recognized at that time. That law was not passed. IITs were not considering. So my my PhD is actually by virtue of my MCom. So had I not done my MCom, I would not be standing in IIT Powai. And that is what was major impact. Okay, though I know CA is the most important degree, but actually in my career, for me, what was very, very impacting my career growth was my MCom. Because that time those affiliations were not worked out, now they are there. Now why PhD? Why research? Or what is research? Research can be minimum 3 years to maximum of maybe 6-7 years, but it can go on. Full-time student in IIT Bombay or IIMs, etc., can complete it in 3 years, and the options are like sky is the limit. There are students, Mara colleagues, younger colleagues. I mean, I think I must be the oldest there. Okay, I see there students who are just 24, 26, maybe 22, 23. They have done their BCom, MCom, or they have done BTech, MTech, depending on whatever area they are coming from, or MBA, engineering MBA, and then jump to PhD. And 3 years flat, they complete their PhD. Full-time dedicated work. Now, my one humble request to all the students, never ever think કે આટલા કલાક વાંચવાનું 18 કલાક 6 મહિના 16 મહિના. I don't think this is my cup of tea. And I'll tell you why I'm saying this. I'm from Gujarati medium till 10th standard. Okay? So my interest was in maths. I was always good in maths. So that is why when I was in 12th, મેં વિચાર કર્યું હું CA entrance આપું. Now in those days, we are talking about 1984. CA entrance exam, that was the last CA entrance exam where along with BCom, તમે CA કરી શકો. I flunked in my CA entrance exam. I failed in my CA entrance exam. And then I was talking to one of my seniors. And subject I failed in was general commercial knowledge. And what is general commercial knowledge in those days was what is FC or general knowledge kind of thing, They come recent badu hoy. My biggest challenge was English. Because I don't know how do I present myself. Maru English જ સારું નહોતું ત્યારે. So that is where I was. So I spoke to one of my senior. My senior told me, CA માટે છે એટલે how many hours you were studying and all that he asked me. So he said, CA કરવું હોય ને તો તમે કમ સે કમ 14 કલાક વાંચવું જોઈએ. Actually 18 કલાક પણ અમે લોકો વાંચીએ છીએ. And they were all in intermediate. That time it was intermediate. Now it is IPCC. I made one decision at that time. I was somewhere in my FY BCom by then. 2 minutes, the last story. I was in my FY BCom by then and I made one decision. જિંદગીમાં બધું કરીશ પણ CA નહીં કરું કેમ કે મારાથી આટલા કલાક ભણાશે નહીં. I completed my graduation. For some luck by chance, I joined CA and 3 years later in final CA all over India, I stood 32nd rank. Now, no, it's not about that. It's about a girl who thought she's a failure because she can't put in those many hours, whereas when it came for that final exam, what was at stake for me? What was at stake for me was that my parents had said, this is the last chance, this is the first and the last chance, and if you clear, you clear. If you don't clear, you are getting off married, and then your in-laws will decide. We are talking about 1990s. So I put in my best foot forward there, because for me it was life and death, and I did not even know that I will pass. And so much I worked that I got a final CA ranker. Now, my question to all the young kids, can you relate to somebody who failed in CA entrance and was a ranker in all over India? Can this person be same? It doesn't look like, right? So, never go by the efforts. When you will have that life and death situation, you will put in. તમને કેટલી ફાયર છે કે મારે આ કરવું જ છે તો થવાનું જ છે. So that's all from my side. Don't judge by effort. Difficult છે, easy છે. Just go for it, what you love to do, and you will excel in it. All the best.
We have about 10 questions. I have distributed the questions to everybody. Just half a minute per question.
Before the question answer starts, there is just one very good news. પેઢી બાજુ में ચાલુ है અને પેઢી में થી ડોનેશન આવ્યો है એજ્યુકેશનલા એજ્યુકેશનલ પેઢીલા જ ડોનેશન આવ્યો है જયંતીલાલ વેલજી માલડે કચ્છ સાળવજા રકમ નથી छा अमाउंट इज नॉट इम्पोर्टेंट बट इट इज इम्पोर्टेंट के पेढ़ी में वेंदल व्यक्ति के भी ही पेढ़ी एजुकेशन की पेढ़ी વધારે महत्व लगी. थैंक यू.
So let me start with Neil. Neil, your question. Just half a minute per question, but complete your question.
There are two questions. I'll ask the second one first. I'll go with the first one. The question is it good to do actuary simultaneously with CA, or first complete CA and then go for actuary? The answer here would be that first you need to decide why you want to do CA or why you want to do an actuary. If you actually go to see these are two completely different courses, yes, there will be some advantage. But then if you have decided that you want to do both, then I think it's better to do it simultaneously rather than first completing CA, spending 5 odd years and then you start again with a new course. Because you'll have challenges with your job also. Like when you are a CA and then you are already at some level of salary and then you start with your actuarial. So it's better to do it simultaneously. Second, information about admission process, you'll find it on the website that I gave you. I think the entrance exams are in June and December. So you need to register with the society.
Rohan, you have some question? Yeah.
I got a question about how to do CFA. Is it full-time or part-time studies, and what studies to do for investment advisor or portfolio manager? CFA first, I'll just break it up. Indian CFA पण shape, but that recognition is not as great. I've done both. Absolutely suggest that you do the international CFA. CFAinstitute.org is the website. It is something that you can do sort of parallelly. You're eligible to register for the course in the last year of your graduation. So last year of graduation, you can register for the course and then study for the exam. Most people do the exam while they are working. It is not as stressful as the CA, but it also has number of topics. There are 10 subjects that you are tested on in one exam. So 3 hours, there are 10 topics, 10 subjects. The entire thing is tested at one go. What other 3 into 2. So there are 3 levels and 2 exams per level. And what other studies? I think besides this, FRM, that's something that Neil has done, can also be done for risk management. And you really need to be strong at accounts, finance, economics. Variety of subjects could actually help you. So, CA can be a good financial advisor and an investment advisor. It really is about tweaking what you've studied to meet that. Besides, one more thing, Chetan, I wanted to actually add about the MBA thing.
So this was a point, I think, in context of what Vitavan was saying earlier. There are many undergraduate courses which are not UGC recognized. And if you end up choosing that wrong course, and this is a research I did for my own daughter's undergraduation last year, that there were good quality courses, but they're not UGC recognized. And if they're not UGC recognized, and if you go to the IIM website, you'll see that the basic criteria for applying for an MBA is a graduate degree from a UGC recognized course. So do that research before you select any course.
I've got 3 questions. Which is the college you suggest good for the law after the 12th? As far as those who are staying in Mumbai, the government law college is one of the best college in Asia. But those who are intend to do the practice as well as the core research in law, then there is a law college in Bangalore, which is one of the best in India and also in abroad. Is any entrance exam for the law course in 5 years? Yes. Since last year, the government and the Mumbai University has introduced the entrance exams for the law also, like chartered accountancy, including 5 years. In Mumbai, there are Mithibai College, Bandra. There are a number of colleges in Bombay for doing the law. Now, another question is, laws are different in different countries. So how valid this degrees in other countries? Can you explain? As far as the laws in India are concerned, principally it is our Indian constitution and Indian laws are based on a British law. So as far as British laws are concerned, our basic model of the law is also based on the British law. So therefore, my reason to do law from Institute of London was one of the basic reasons to do it from the UK. But at the same time, you can do from different countries in USA also. Number of laws are there, but substantially it will not violate or overlap each other. So the laws are internationally recognized. You can do it from different countries, but you see to it that your basic law in India, and again depends upon the which country you want to settle down. If you want to settle in US, if you want to settle in Africa, European countries, accordingly you can select your subjects and definitely pursue your course. Yeah.
I have two questions, but I think one I have already answered. The question is that should we do CS instead of CA as it requires less hard work? And I think I have already answered that, so I will not go by hard work or less work. Go by your interest and what you can make out of that career. Second question is, give more ideas in mass media and advertising, what its overall contents are, and after doing it, what is the future? A very, very good course, BMM. It's a mass media and advertising course. It contains everything related to advertising, media. So you want to be a journalist, you want to go into maybe writing, you may be wanting to go into advertising, and so on. So the contents, I think you can get it on university website. Like all other professional course, it's a semester course, but very intense course and a very good course for somebody who wants to do it. I don't see it as limitation, but if it is a limitation for you, that media and advertising is a world of glamour. And for girls, sometimes parents are worried or surroundings are not suitable enough. So you have to make choices, keeping that in your mind. I guess our kids are very bold enough and they can manage everything. So for me, that's not a constraint, but just a caution that it's a world of glamour where you are going if you are doing BMM. So take your choice appropriately. Thank you.
I have one question. After 5 years, after doing CA, BCom, MCom, next what? Actually, there's no necessary for you to study further, because CA itself, if you want to really grow big, you'll have to specialize in some topic. CA પોતે જ આટલો વાસ્ટ છે. હવે કોઈ એમાં સર્ચ એન્ડ સિઝનમાં એકદમ એક્સપર્ટીઝ કરે છે, કોઈ સેલ્સ ટેક્સમાં એક્સપર્ટીઝ કરે, કોઈ ઓડિટિંગમાં બી વેરિયસ ફિનાન્શિયલ સર્વિસીસ છે કે મેન્યુફેક્ચરિંગ અલગ એટલું વાસ્ટ છે. nobody can specialize in everything. So don't be a jack of all and master of none. એટલે ફક્ત CA છો તો CA કરીને એક ફિલ્ડ પકડીને એમાં સ્પેશિયલાઇઝ કરો. તમને લો એની સાથે કરવું હોય તો લો પ્લસ CA could be a good combination. અને તમારે અગર એબ્રોડ જવું હોય તો એઝ આઈ મેન્શન CPA તમે કરો તો એનીવેર ઇન ધ ગ્લોબલી તમે જાઓ. CPA ઇઝ ધ USA CA. તો દેટ વિલ હેલ્પ યુ અ લોટ. થેન્ક યુ વેરી મચ. તમે બધાએ શાંતિથી સાંભળ્યું. થેન્ક યુ.
Just a small correction. My email ID there, you can just correct. It's REETAS 13011301 @gmail.com. And if you have any queries still left regarding commerce, undergraduate, etc., send me the mail and I would reply you back. REETAS Rita S 1301 @gmail.com. So just cancel out the email ID which is there and write this. REETAS 1301 @gmail.com. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rita Ben, Piyush Bhai, Chetan Bhai, Rohan, Mukesh Bhai, and Neil. I think this was the best session. What do you say? Can we have a hand raise? Yes, this was the best session. Just the last part of the session. Before we move, I think courtesy calls that we need to thank all the speakers throughout the 2 days. We thank all the organizers, the teamwork that has been possible. To these first front 2 rows, members of Tanakwasi Mahajan Sanchalit Maniben Sivji Kanya Kedoni Fund, Danji Devsi Kedoni Fund and KVO Seva Samaj, all the members, all the office staff who have worked so diligently to make this entire process happen. The venue that was offered, all the advertisements that have gone through, all the backdrop work that has happened, the registration, the phone calls that have been answered and will be answered 24/7 in the future. I think each and everyone needs to be thanked. And one thing that we've always been speaking about, Lex Jane, and we always discuss, is that the question should be the students' questions, not the parents' questions alone. Parents can ask questions, but the students should have the power to ask questions. And therefore, we welcome each and every one. We've given your email IDs. We welcome you to question through your email to any of these speakers. If you have any doubts, any questions, because it is not possible to cover up everything that you wish to have in this short period. And therefore, if you have any queries, please do so. Aptitude test is going on. Almost every day there are tests that are being conducted. We've almost completed, Nehal, I think more than 250 children already over, and many more already lined up. If you really want to go through an aptitude test, please get yourself registered, and we can assure you it is very, very scientifically evaluated. The results of it has been 100% good, and therefore we recommend you to go through this test. We have Nehal as our professional counselor, academic counselor, who's guiding you through your vocations. And one last part that I would like to request is, we would like any 2 students from the audience, any 2 parents from the audience who would like to come and give your views on the 2-day sessions. Can we have any 2 students? Yes, please come. Anyone else? She is a student who had come and met me, and I can tell you she was a pot of confusion, and I hope that she's still confused, furthermore confused, and I'm sure that her mind is going to get more and more clearer as she's going to move forward, and we wish her that she will make the best decision for herself. One more child, can you come forward? Please, come on. One boy. Student boy, come on. And 2 parents. આગળ આવી જાઓ. કોઈ પણ તમારે જે લેંગ્વેજમાં બોલવું હોય તમે બોલી શકો છો. You can express yourself. Yes, here comes one mother. Yes, one father. Please come. Can we have one more child?
Okay, so before 2 days before this session, I met Ila Bain, and what she did was completely confuse me instead of guiding me. And that's what she said: when you come to this seminar, come with an open mind, listen to everything. And yes, if I didn't come here, if I didn't listen to her, maybe I would have missed a lot. And the seminar really has helped me to gain knowledge more than to decide. So I've learned a lot from the seminar. So thank you.
Yes, can we have one more student? Yeah. You are from Hyderabad.
So before coming to this workshop, my mom really notified me about this workshop that this is going to happen, and I met Elaven at Hyderabad. We had gone out for dinner, and she gave me few lot of suggestions. What do I do if I am not successful in this? I can do this. So that really encouraged me. And then after coming to this workshop, I made an open mind to all careers, and not the fact that I want to focus on only one. I got to know many new things, that these are also possible, and I have talents for this. And so thank you for conducting such a workshop.
Thank you. I had gone for a conference to Hyderabad, and they actually managed to pick me up from the airport, and they've taken me out for dinner, and that's how they realized and they were here. So I think the mother, you can speak also. How did these 2 days seminar, which sessions you think are the best?
Jai Jinendra. I'm Surbi Bora. As you know, I'm from Hyderabad. First thing is a real hearty thank you, because my child is very focused what he wants to do. But for me, this has been an enlightening experience. I had never updated myself to guide my child. What can I, what can I suggest him? What is out there? After attending this, I think this is more beneficial for parents than the child, because at that stage, many children don't know what they want to do. If we update ourselves in what is going on and what are the avenues, we can, channelize them, their energies and their potential. As for what is good, I can't say that everything is good. I feel that, oh God, I wish I